Hey everybody, Vaughn here with the Vonster vlog for our last day of a year of yoga. Oh, Z. I want to thank y'all for, so many of y'all for sticking around for the whole past year. Lola, Margie, Stephanie, Sabaya, Amanda, Raven. I'm forgetting a lot of y'all. But a lot of y'all have been checking in, coming in daily to hang out and comment, and I just want to thank you guys. Y'all have helped keep me accountable, and I feel like I don't think I'd have been as successful if I didn't have you guys cheering me on. So thank you guys so much. We're going to be doing yoga with Z-Dog today, who is a good boy. Yes, he is. I just got back in from training Lily. Today I was focusing on, she's still getting the hang of lay down, like she's at the very beginning of that, and she's doing really good with just about every time I ask her to sit, she sits, so we're easing that into higher distraction situations. So I worked with her today outside, instead of in the house with the baby gate up, like super focused bubble. Outside, surrounded in distractions. There's always traffic going by or some bug or bird doing something wildly interesting. And she's doing really good. And then I kind of just walked her around the yard, and every time she would get distracted and wander off, practicing, still trying to get her to recognize her name and what I'm asking for. So I wear this like bandolier that has like treats and a toy and a different toy and then the laser in the back, just so I can have both of my hands free. But she's doing really good. Z's doing really good. He hung out with me in the hammock today. Oh, hey, Ember. Yes, my babies. Oh, what a good girl. Yeah, what a good girl you are. So I'm just starting off here in forward fold. I'm going to let my head and shoulders hang. Zing, you're a doggy. Come here, buddy. Oh, give me that tummy for them rugs. Interlace my fingers behind my back. I feel like this is the most flexibility I've had in this movement ever. So I'm definitely going to keep practicing at that. Good boy. Let's walk on down now into a downward facing dog. Let's undulate down into a plank. And up dog. And back to down dog. Ooh, wee. Now we'll come into plank. Let's chaturanga down real slow. And push on back into child's pose. load here on my elbows, but I'm going to bring that right knee in and then exhale back. I want to give myself lots of space. I want to come to the head of the mat. Inhale in, exhale back. Other side, 10 repetitions. Inhale in, exhale back. It has been a year. I did not know a year ago when we started this. I'm gonna get this flipped around and do some FaceTime with you guys. Still stretching, by the way. So, I did not know at the start of this year of yoga that I was gonna be able to do it. I didn't not think that I could, but I was just like, let's see what happens. Let's just go one step at a time and see what happens. And now here we are, which is amazing. I did not know that, yeah, baby, I'd be losing half my family this year. That I'd be audited, that just the state of the world as it is. I didn't know I'd be facing these business and economic challenges. After 2020, Randy and I had really hoped that maybe, things would be not easier, just less of a freaking challenge. Which I guess is easier, but we weren't expecting easy. We were just hoping for less challenge. And no, it's going to get worse before it gets better. That's just how things that's how cookies tend to crumble. But doing this year of yoga has really encouraged and empowered me to be patient, to be consistent, because now I have proven to myself that I can be consistent. I can set goals and I can break them down into little bitty bites, and I'm gonna eat them one little bite at a time, just like how, and that's, it got me through a year, you guys. I mean, I'm not gonna argue with results. So I've lost 20 pounds since I started the year of yoga. Now I'm going to say losing weight was not the goal. And the reason I lost weight was not from doing yoga. That the weight that I've lost has really been in the last 2 months. Now, doing yoga has helped me, or rather just the movement medicine, because I wasn't yoga every day. And there's a lot of people who would consider what I was doing as not yoga. But that's my entire agreement on that one. Being consistent and being moving and taking that, whether you call it movement medicine or yoga or self-care or whatever it was, just the fact that I was doing it helped me to get my head on right, helped me to appreciate and love my body exactly as it is, even as I'll be 35 in a couple of days. 30, how old am I? 20, 30. I'll be 24. Sorry, I'm not good at math. It's the numbers just float around. Like I can do math if I write it down, but they're just floating through my head. But yeah, I'll be 34 this year. That's something else. That is something else, you guys. And I'm happier in my body than I've ever been. I feel really strong. I don't feel the strongest I've ever been. But that's really just compared to, like, actually I might be the strongest I've ever been. At least in like upper body and like chaturanga type stuff and down dog stuff, and my balance is probably the best it's ever been. Now there's still a ton of room for improvement, and I'm going to be sticking with this. I'm actually tomorrow, since I'm already in the habit of doing yoga every day, tomorrow I'm going to try to follow along with another yoga with Adriene, like I think day 3 of her 30-day yoga challenge, just because I don't know how many times I've done the first 2. But or just something like I'm gonna try to follow along with some other folks' programs. We have a membership at our local YMCA that is severely underused, but they provide a lot of like local community stuff too, so I don't mind that there's like whole months that we don't make it into the gym. But I would, covered in that membership is going and taking yoga classes. So post Dragon, I'm gonna go and take some yoga classes, probably just 1 a week, because I do have this complex about I don't want to fart in front of people. Which, by the way, I can say it now. I made it through a whole year of yoga without farting while doing yoga on camera. That was probably the biggest challenge. Because so many of these poses are intended, like there's one of them that's like breaking wind pose. You'll notice I avoided that one for the most part. But yeah, so just, and you can't see it, but I've got my legs. So I am stretching still. Gosh, it's just, this is awesome, but it's also just another day, if that makes sense. Like, because I'm not stopping here. It's a mile marker, but there's so much more adventure ahead of us, and I can't wait to take you guys with me on that. And we will be continuing with the 30 days of 30, probably after Dragon. So I'm just going to kind of stick to just doing yoga privately until early September, and then we'll start posting videos again. We will be maintaining our weekly vlog videos, hopefully. I didn't have one this week, but it's just, every time I tried to get footage, I just ended up in tears. So that's the thing. Pro is another, oh sorry, I'm remembering names because it's like I can see y'all's icons from when you leave comments. But Pro Pool, thank you for all of your support and encouragement through this past year. Christina, I'm so grateful to y'all, just for being you and for being here. Yeah, just getting my head on straight was probably helped everything else fall in line. That's, I was talking about losing weight, and the goal was not to be like, oh, I'm going to do yoga and I'm going to lose weight, because it's like, no, I need to do yoga whether I'm losing weight or not, because the goal me, the ideal self that I have in my mind that I am trying my hardest to accomplish in this life, is someone who is fit and who is capable and mobile and balanced and strong, who still does yoga. So yoga was not a means to get to an end, it's the journey. But just the month and a half of having Maddie here, I had lost 10 pounds. She is on like this very, very low carb, not quite keto, but just super low carb and no processed sugar lifestyle, just because of her health. And Randy and I adhered to that pretty strictly while she was here, and I dropped 10 pounds, like easiest 10 pounds I've ever lost. And then we dropped her off at home and had like a super rough 2 weeks, and I lost another 10 pounds. So it was from stress. But we're sticking with it, and we'll see, because I still have, my goal is to still get down to like 160, 150, just because that's a good BMI for my body type. And I just
honestly, I'd like to see if I can do it. So one day at a time, one step at a time, we're gonna keep chugging along. And I'm gonna drag y'all along with me if you're interested in going. So this was cool, but I'm ready for the next adventure. So thank you guys for being here. I will see y'all next time. I'm gonna kind of miss doing this daily. I don't know. We'll see. We might start it back up and do a second year of yoga. Who knows? We'll see. But I'll see y'all next time. So until then, you guys keep on keeping on. Mwah. Bye.